Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today on the French Frizz, I'm bringing you my updated wash day routine since I big chop. So let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I sectioned my hair off already. I detangled it this time the night before with some oil. It's the oil I typically use when I need a little bit of a moisture, and it's the oil that helped me grow my bald spot once upon a time. And then I'm grabbing my Tangle Teezer and I'm going in the shower. In the shower, I have two different cleansers I pick from. Most days it is the Camille Rose Natural, the Lavender Fresh cleanser, because it is a good cleaner and it doesn't make your hair feel squeaky clean, and you can give a good detangling brush in the shower with it. But when I need a really squeaky clean feeling, I use the SheaMoisture Jamaican black castor oil about once a month. Keeping those sections that I have, I'm applying a dime size or whatever size I need for this section on my hair, and I of course try to cover the roots and just really rub my scalp to make sure it gets cleaned. And like I said, with the Camille Rose Natural, it gives me a good cleanse without drying my hair. I typically also use a scalp massager, but I didn't grab it for this section for some reason. And to finish off, I give that section a quick brush to make sure the hair didn't retangled in that process. And then I rinse that section and retie it into a twist before moving on to another section. For a conditioner, I'm using the Living Proof Restore Mask Treatment, which is currently my favorite conditioner. I apply it on every section, brushing through it just once and then retwisting it. And then I proceed with the rest of my shower before rinsing everything. As I'm getting out of the shower, I've kind of mangled my sections because it's easier to rinse when everything's off to make sure the conditioner is out. And then I'm ready to put in my deep conditioner, and on a normal day I'm using the SheaMoisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil, the Strength and Restore Treatment Mask. So full disclosure, this is the one I'm using today, but I flip-flop and rotate through masks pretty frequently. I want to say almost every wash days, but it's my fallback whenever I don't feel like rotating or I forgot to take the mask out from my hair closet, and that's the one I'll just fall back on. As I'm applying the deep conditioner, that's where I redo my section as my hair comes, and I just make sure to apply it really everywhere with the old relaxer technique where you just touch up at the end. I really like feeling like every strand of hair is covered in deep conditioner. This is the shedding I'm dealing with after all of this, but remember I detangled the night before, and I'm also doing my monthly rice water treatment, which always helps with my shedding. About 25 minutes later, with no heat, it would be 10 minutes if I had put it under a heated cap, I rinse it all out and I'm ready to style. To style my hair, I'm going to need a spray bottle with warm water in it. After that, I will be using a leave-in conditioner. This time I chose the Camille Rose Natural, the Lavender, same line as the shampoo or the cleanser. It's the whipped cream leave-in. After the leave-in, I'm going to put an oil, and typically I put Jojoba Oil in it, no specific brand. I open all my products before I start. And to finish, with the cream or styler, I'm using the Mielle Pomegranate and Honey Coil Sculpting Custard. If I'm doing a wash and go, no matter what leave-in or oil I used before, my Mielle is the one that never changes. Also have both my brushes, the Denman and the Tangle Teezer, and a little towel because my hands get really slippery with the brush after a while and I need to be able to wipe them. Cannot forget the clips to section the hair, and then I am just ready to go. Putting one half away, I'm going to start sectioning on the other half of my hair, starting by the back. I'm respraying each section with a little bit of water to make sure it's not too dry, spreading the water throughout the entire section with my fingers. I fight a little bit with the leave-in so it comes out. and I can apply it from my roots to my ends, making sure every single strand is coated without too much product because you don't want it to be unnecessarily heavy. For my oils, as you can see, I'm putting 4 to 6 drops per section depending on the size of it, because I don't like putting too much oil, especially because my hair is getting some reasonable amount of moisture from my leave-in and my styling cream. After the leave-in and the oil, that would be when I would take my Tangle teezer to brush that section, and it's just to make sure it is nicely detangled and the products have been applied evenly on all strands. I do not do that after the styling cream because my hair has their own way of clumping, especially in the back, and I don't want to force feed them a way to clump together. Right after that, I put then the styling cream, in that case the Mielle Coil Sculpting Custard. And this is probably where I'm the most heavy-handed in terms of product because the clumping is just amazing and the moisture as well. So I do not skimp on that one. It is the best and it has amazing slip. I know for wash and go you have to be reasonably heavy-handed to make sure every hair is coated so you can have nice defined curls, but that doesn't mean you need to make it a slobbery mess with extra product that you're just gonna have to waste and wipe away because it's just too much. With the Mielle though, I take my time on each section to make sure it's evenly distributed because that styler just starts to set your curl pretty much. And even though my hair, like I said, likes to have its own way of curling and clumping, I still use a Denman brush every once in a while, not on all sections, but just to make sure it's evenly distributed. The Denman brush, the one I'm using at least, has teeth that are much wider than the Tangle teezer, so it's not so much for detangling and curl forming as it is to just evenly apply the product without disturbing my natural curl clumping. They have their best friends in there. I typically don't like to disturb the process, and at the end you'll see me do a big shake out of my hair to make sure each curl can separate the way they want. And essentially I continue this process on all my sections. At the end of it, I like to give a quick spray because I'm not completely done with the styling and I don't want my hair to start to dry. Before I move on, I like to do a little bit of a shrinkage flex because this is crazy. So this is what it looks like up close, so you can see what my curls look like immediately after I'm done. So to me, the clumping that's done when I apply the products just makes for some, I don't know how to say, just unnatural curls for me. And the next thing I do is therefore to just shake my head, shake my hair side to side, because I want my hair to de-separate from the clumping that I artificially did, and I want my curls to clump with the curls they want to clump with. To me, it makes for more natural curls, and I'm less likely to play around with my hair the entire time it's trying to dry and separating curls because I feel like they should be together. When my hair is finally dry, sometimes I pick up my roots to just make it a little bigger. It's kind of a new thing as my hair is growing out, but sometimes I just leave it as it is depending on what I have to do, what style I want to go with that time. I used to hate picking up my roots because it felt like it was just creating a frizzy mess, but now I like it a little bit more, so sometimes I do it. But since I've always been team definition over team volume, I'm still getting used to it. So yeah guys, this is my updated wash day routine when I finish with the wash and go. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.